drink too.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Literally so many cords. Cords everywhere. Oh.
You're all plugged in.
Are they gonna blow the circuit here? All right, welcome. Sunday service. Another Sunday in the kitchen. All right, we are just gonna get right into it. Today we are making. I saw this really cool pasta recipe. It was like purple pink pasta or pasta dough. made with like beets. So we're gonna riff on that. We're gonna do a beet tortellini stuffed with mushroom, goat cheese, and some herbs. And then that's going to be in a sage garlic kind of pasta sauce, so to speak, here. And then we're also going to do this like sweet potato dish. Honestly, these dishes don't like have very much correlation with each other, but it looked really good. So it's this yogurt on the bottom as the kind of sauce. We're gonna get this hot uh, herby, oniony oil going. Pour that over. Then there's going to be a mint sort of salad on top, and then we're going to have these two kind of pieces of really spiced up sweet potato. It just sounds really, really good to me. But per usual, we're going to start with at least Sunday little cocktail here. Last week we found these oranges at the Asian Mart. Got one left here, so we're gonna use this guy up. Also have this like orange probiotic drink that should be good. So we're gonna do a little orange riff here. So let's get the orange kind of juice first. Or actually, we're gonna do this one had a bunch of seeds in it, which kind of annoyed me. So to get the like slice that doesn't have too many seeds, we're gonna start at this end. For the garnish. See if we can just. So juicy. This is insane. Oh, I saw one seed. All right. Yeah, that's about all we're getting out of this guy. See if I can fish this seed out without ruining things. I think it was this one.
Let's see the other one.
This one?
Yep.
Oh. I've lost him.
It's okay.
All right, someone's getting a seed. All right. So we got orange juice. We're gonna do vodka, per usual. Look at me measuring out a shot for once. All right, that looks good. Let's get this guy going. Going veg night, dude. I was thinking the same thing. Like this is a kind of vegetarian dish, no meat, right? So just showing my diversity and my ability to cook things that don't always have meat in them. But I also think, just splattered a little bit. Oops. I also think that the mushrooms and the beets are going to go really well together. Both like super earthy. So that's my thought there. And then the beet color is just going to have this like vibrant red pink for the pasta dough. I was going over this with my sister earlier in the week. I was like, oh, I'm thinking about making this. Like, how cool does this pasta dough look? She's like, I don't know. I don't think eating a bowl full of pink pasta is very appealing. It's like, all right, cool. Remind me to never ask you anything again. Okay. Anyways, fun little drinks here. Let's see if you can. It's a little transition. This is always the better look. Nice bright orange. We got the garnish. I don't know. I think this looks great.
That's awesome.
I think. Which one did you get? Oh, I
You
got the
can
seed.
have the-
I got
have
the
the
seed.
seed because you're going to be distracted. And
I'm gonna be
swallow it.
distracted. Okay. Cheers.
Cheers.
All right, I won't lie. This is delicious. Super orangey. Doesn't taste fake either. I always like worry it's gonna be like orange creamsicle flavor, which isn't my absolute favorite. Okay, cool. We have the drink done. Next piece is honestly going to be getting the pasta dough ready because it's going to need to rest for 30 minutes. And then we will do the filling for the pasta dough while that rests. We'll get the rest of the kind of other side dish going, roll the pasta. The other thing is I've never made tortellini before, so if this doesn't work out well, we're going to make ravioli. And if that doesn't work out well, we are just going to make spaghetti. So we will see how this goes. The good news is I got these new little cutouts for getting perfect little circles on, I guess, anything. I think it's going to work well for the tortellini size that I want. Maybe like this guy.
Because you need edges still.
Need edges, but I think like with the size, I think that's a good size. Okay. Let me get these all back in here. All right, the other thing with the dough that we're gonna make, it's full of beets, obviously, and beets are gonna stain absolutely everything that they touch. So I'm gonna do it in the food processor, opposed to like the little crate procedure, to kind of make the crate and do the mixture on the inside. One, just to make sure I don't ruin this kitchen stain-wise. And then two, I think it honestly helps just get the pasta going a little bit quicker. We'll obviously knead it by hand here. To start, we need a freshly baked beet. It looks like just dirty and brown. And what we did is we just baked this in the oven, olive oil, salt, pepper, 45 minutes to an hour. And then we're going to peel it, dice it, and then blend it up here. And then add that to this pasta dough. I'm already worried that it's going to be too liquidy with this. So I've obviously never added beet to dough here. So we'll see what happens. Let's start with that. Let's get some of this actually out of the way here. Little switcher backaroo. All right, so you guys can see this too well. This is our beet. We're gonna just peel this guy now that he has been cooked. See how easy this comes off. All right, mostly peeled. Let's chop the top off a little bit. All right, like tenderness or texture-wise, this feels absolutely perfect. Just like super tender, soft, cooled in the middle. We're just gonna do just like a basic dice before we blend this. Making me feel a little bit better about the liquidness. I thought it would be a little bit more liquidy, which makes me feel better. All right. Get this guy in our little bullet here. Anything without meat is just a snack or a nap, dude. I kind of agree. I was thinking about this, like, all right, I love this like idea, this like riff on tortellini, and then literally today I was like, wait, there's no meat in this. It just feels like a sin almost. But no worries. I think it's gonna be a good time. I think it's still gonna be a good time. My hands are already stained pink, which is great. Let's see. I just got this magic bullet, ninja bullet. I don't know what you call it. I was telling my buddy at work about it, and he just started ripping me apart, saying it's like the biggest waste of money. Doesn't chop things up properly. This, that, the other. So let's see if this was worth it or not. All right, not a great start. Not a great start. All right, no worries, no worries. Our pasta calls for some olive oil, so we're just going to add that to this in hopes to loosen it up just a touch. Maybe he was onto something. To be fair, this didn't have like any liquid in it. All right, I think that looks great. Looks vibrant. I'm excited. I do want to blitz this just a second longer. We do really need it to be as smooth as possible. Otherwise, we're gonna have like chunky pasta dough. All right, I'm not upset. I think that looks great. All right, let's get back with the actual dough here. Right, you guys see what I'm doing? All right, we have our puree. Let's get all that in there. All right, there's stuff around the edges still. I'm gonna just leave that for how it is right now. If we want more, we can add more. And what we're gonna add here first is just our wet part of the dough, which is honestly just this and our eggs. We already added the oil in there. We have 3 eggs and 1 egg yolk, which is pretty typical. Always a little bit more yolk than egg. And some people even just have a pure yolk kind of pasta dough, which I'm kind of into. I've never done that, but I could imagine liking it. All right. I'm just going to blitz this a few times. Get it incorporated. We're going to hit it with salt. And then we're going to slowly start adding our flour. We're going to do 3 cups of flour. And really, it's just an eyeball here. We're looking for the right consistency. but 3 is a good place to start. I just got flour in my drink. All right, we'll start with 1 cup combined. Add a little bit more combined. It's looking great so far. Oh, all right, cup number 2. Oh, I'm gonna sneeze. Am I? All right, maybe in a minute. Cup number 2. All right, starting to form, but like clearly super wet still. I do think 3 cups might be the right move, but we're gonna just do a half cup real quick. Like a third of a cup. All right, starting to bead up, which is exactly what we want. Let's kind of break this guy. He needs to be cut up more. I think this 3 cups is kind of spot on. All right, let's see what this kind of... All right, I think this looks great. All right, a moment for cleaning, per usual. All right, get this guy moved. All right, next part is of the utmost importance. Kneading the dough until it becomes like completely smooth is so important here. We're gonna knead for like unfortunately 5+ minutes. Just feels like forever to me, but it's okay. We're gonna have fun. All right, we need the flour again. Sugar. All right, let's get our space nice and dusted. I think we're even gonna need more, just a touch more flour on this. But again, that is okay. All right, get my hands super dry. I'm just ruining my white towels. Alright. You guys can kind of see this. We're going to kind of spread this out. This is the guy that feels extra wet in there. And then I just really like folding it over itself, kind of smushing it out, flattening it out, and then just folding the edges in, flattening that, folding it back against itself again. And you really just want to like elasticize the dough. You really want to kind of pull it apart, break it apart, just so it get used to stretching, and it just helps build that kind of elasticity with the dough, which is going to be helpful later on. We don't want it to be like brittle and breaking when we're trying to roll it out or flatten it out. All right, did we start my timer? I'm already like starting to sweat over here. Woo. All right, we're at 2 minutes. 3 to 5 more. But honestly, I'm pretty happy with the shape so far, like the texture, the feel of this so far. All right, what do we have? 4 minutes?
A
A little bit less.
12 minutes.
But I promise this is like the most important part. You just really want it to be silky and elastic and smooth. So it's worth it. All right. I think we're at 6 minutes.
Who's
My
counting?
God, I'm sweaty. All right. Once we feel like we've kneaded it enough, we want to kind of shape it into a ball here. And I always just start like folding it under itself. that looks pretty nice. Let's go to the different view. Feel like for all my Twilight fans out there. No? Alright, only me. Alright, so this is gonna rest for the next like 30 minutes to a couple hours. Obviously we're gonna go on the short side because yeah, we're streaming. Alright. Plastic bag. And in the fridge. Alright, now that we have that kind of primed and ready, and right at 5:30, perfect timing. Alright, 6 p.m. takeout. Let's get this area just a little cleaned up. And then let's talk about what we're doing next. Alright. So next we're going to work on the filling and getting the kind of side dish, that potato dish, all set up well. Let's do the filling first, and then we can work on the side here. The filling is going to be the mushroom goat cheese kind of mixture. Let's see here. We're going to basically do what they put in beef Wellington. There's like this like layer of, it's called like duxelle, and it's basically a mushroom, herb, like onion, garlic mixture. So we're gonna get that going. The mushrooms are gonna cut a little bit differently than you typically would. We're just honestly gonna like dice them, which always feels like sacrilegious to me. But since it's going in a filling, it's gonna be our best bet. Mushrooms, for the most part, a lot of them taste the same, right? It's for the most part a very similar earthy, kind of spongy feel. So it doesn't really matter too much which mushroom you go with. We did baby portobellos, because they're just one of my favorite go-tos. So let's get these kind of just trimmed up. Oops. And then we'll dice these up. So maybe start with a couple more and see what we end up with for like amount-wise. Allison, thank you, thank you. Love it. I love that you guys get the whole family hanging out with me on these Sundays here. I appreciate it. All right, couple more. All right, I think this mushroom amount looks like a lot now, honestly, to me, but I'm hoping that it cooks down well and that it will be just the right amount. Let's get these put away. All right, and I guess we can get our water going here. Quick salt. Okay. For both of these, we need the onion for the sweet potato and for the filling here. Both we want like an extremely fine dice. Let me move this. Let's actually do this. All right, cool. So we want an extremely fine dice for both of these. One of them is going inside of a like pasta dumpling. We need to be as fine as possible. And then the other one is we're doing this once again. Padma Lakshmi taught me this. Basically, you heat up oil just like your basic vegetable oil, and you're going to season it heavily with whatever seasonings you'd like. Then you add a bunch of garlic and onion. Once that just starts to brown, you take your hot oil that's seasoned with all of the aromatics and pour it right over your yogurt, and that's just going to season the yogurt. And then you get this kind of, I'm not going entirely for this like hot, cold mouth sensation, but you definitely get some of that as well, which isn't bad. I've never done it, and it just looks really fun. So that's what we're trying today. I think the sweet potato will go well with it, so we'll see. All right, I'm trying to cut these like kind of intentionally, kind of tight together. All right, some of these big chunks out of here. But otherwise, I like the size and shape. This guy away. right, the first thing we're going to do is the duxelle. Reason being is we need to cool down so we can get it in the pasta, and we don't want like hot things in the pasta dough, like fucking that up. So get that going first, cool that down, and then we'll get the other onion kind of piece going. Oh. I don't know. I might be ready for round 2 though. And as much as I talk about using the right oil, you'll notice we are using olive oil. We really don't even need this to get too hot anyways, so that's great. And then we want the flavor of the olive oil in there. I gotta be careful that I'm supposed to use olive oil in this other sauce that we're making. So let's get this up and running. God, this olive oil just smells so good. I love it. All right, let's take about half of this. And I know we're putting it in a cold pan. It's okay. Quick MSG, quick salt hitter, black pepper hitter. Let this come up. We're okay adding onions early. I think I've talked about this before as well. The reason being is it's going to kind of sweat out the flavor without just like shocking it. And I think that's an okay way to start the onions. It does seem kind of sacrilegious to like throw things in a cold pan, but I'm okay with it. While this is gone, I'm going to get just a little quick refill going. Some more ice. Quick eyeball. Perfect. All right. Cheers to all those partaking. All right. The other thing that we need to get going is garlic. We're doing the garlic onion as the aromatics for this sweet potato dish. This garlic feels a little sketch. All right, I think that's enough. Let's see what happens. Our onion's starting to sweat perfectly. Let's add the mushroom. Add some garlic butter. We're gonna add some thyme. And we're gonna add a little sage, just to like keep the kind of flavors that we're trying to build and like show kind of coming out throughout the different parts of the dish here. These pieces won't be actually in the mixture, but just kind of be cooking in there with it. I think it's gonna be great. All right, so that's going. Let's finish our garlic. same with the garlic as the onion. We're doing a fine chop. It smells insane.
Hell yeah.
It smells so good.
Your water's almost boiling.
Water's almost boiling. Alright, one more of these guys. I just love the idea of like sweet potato, like just subtly sweet enough, like goes so well with still a salt like component to the dish, and then this creamy, like herby, yogurty, Indian spiced with mint. Like this, I just can't wait for this. I hope it like turns out how I'm thinking it's gonna turn out, or
It
how
actually
I.
sounds pretty good.
Right?
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Okay. Oops. That's looking great. Oh. All right, let's get our sweet potato here. How they had it on the photo of the dish, it was like quartered, which I think is going to work well, so we can season each kind of like or more surface area of it. And then I want the outside to be like crispy and the inside to still be soft. Yeah, probably should wash it.
It's a potato.
It's a potato. Good call, good call, good call. We got 10 minutes so we can start rolling out the pasta. All right, we've washed our potato. How do I do this? All right. I think this will work well here. Let's get our. Let's turn this guy down. We got our water boiling. Okay. Basically, I'm gonna oil these guys up, season them heavily, put them on this baking tray. And then we'll pop those guys in the oven. We should be in good shape. All right, those look good. All right, salt. Pepper. Going heavy paprika.
What was that other seasoning?
The other seasoning was za'atar. I don't know if I'm saying it right. Let's do a little celery salt, my favorite. And then the cayenne for a little heat. Let you know we're there. Okay. Where's my little rack? Rack it up. All right, rack it up. Get this guy racked up. Does this not look great? Look at the color. Shiny the wrong side? Yeah, look at the seasoning there. All right, these going into a piping hot oven, 450, for about 25 minutes. We're gonna just do a little bit of oil over the top. Just to help them crisp. Ah. All right. 25 minutes from now is 6:20. I think these look great. Kind of crisping up a bit. Gonna turn this off. And we're gonna get our usual little cleanup going. All right, and this, what else do we need? This is the pan I'm gonna make the other sauce in. Okay, in this pan, actually, let's do this. We're gonna get, Jesus Christ, our oil going. We're gonna turn this on low to medium. This is gonna be the oil heavy sauce that's gonna go on top of the yogurt kind of piece there. So we're gonna season that heavily here in a second, and we're gonna add the onion and garlic mixture and let that just kind of brown slowly, like no rush on getting that going here. Actually, let's wait on that because we have so much to do. We have to roll all this pasta still. All right, let's get some of the aromatics out of here. Got most of it here. Just a couple thyme leaves. The French would probably leave them in, but now that I feel like we didn't make enough. We'll make it
I'll
work.
make time.
We'll make it work.
Yeah.
There's goat cheese going in there too. So
Yeah. Is there Parmesan cheese going in there too? Hell yeah.
that's one thing I forgot to get at the store too. I was like, thank God I had it.
Yeah.
Okay. I forgot. We're gonna need to chop up more garlic here for that other dish, or for the sauce. Okay, let's get this chilled, just because we don't want it to like overheat the pasta dough. And then let's cut up some more garlic real quick. And then we can actually start rolling out our pasta. Garlic. Yep. So with this sauce, it's going to be like the most basic sauce ever. It's really going to be oil, garlic, and we're going to steep that in herbs, more thyme, and a lot of sage, honestly. And then a little bit of pasta water, and we're just going to use that to coat the tortellini, and that is really it. It's not going to be anything like substantial. It's really just going to be there to give it a little bit extra flavor, and then the tortellini hopefully will be flavorful enough to kind of send it home. It reminds me almost like a shrimp scampi, to be honest, like the scampi piece, where it's just like heavy oil shrimp. I don't think we're doing parsley. What am I doing here? No. We'll just do heavy sage. Did you get sad that no parsley?
Yeah.
All right, a little bit more garlic, and then we can start rolling out the pasta. Let's actually take that pasta out. All right, one more, and we've cut up so much garlic. My God.
Not complaining.
I think we're gonna be in good shape. All right, so half of that is gonna be for our garlic sauce with our sage. I do want to pick out like a couple sage leaves that are gorgeous, just to like fry. Maybe place on top. All right, kind of like those guys. The rest of these out here. All right, more to come. Let's get the rest of our pasta going. This is the kind of make or break moment. Let's see if we did this right. We're going to briefly roll it out. Let's clean up our area here first. I already got it out. Don't you worry. Did it not feel a little light in there?
It felt pretty heavy.
Did it? All right, clean our workstation down because we're going to be rolling it right here. All right. Moment of truth here. I don't know exactly how I'm going to set this up. The pasta roller has to be kind of on a corner here, but I'm going to try and get it where I can show you guys me rolling it out. But if that doesn't work, we'll figure something else out here. Don't worry. A little flour down. I think I have a rolling pin over here. All right. Let's get them. I want to maybe cut them into 3. Pieces. Does this not look beautiful though? Go into the camera and actually see the color. Like, look at this pasta dough. This looks insane. I'm excited. All right, so we got our 3 pieces. We really just want to kind of square them out and roll them out just a little bit. See how thick these guys get? We do need them to be thin enough to go through like the first rung of the pasta roller. So it's good to get it going just like a little bit on your own, and then start feeding it. I'm already worried this guy's going to be too thick. Only doing this based on previous pasta making. Definitely fucked it up so many times in the past. Okay, this is about the thickness that we're looking for. It's easier when the kind of bottom edge, where you're feeding it, is thin enough to fit through. I think this one looks good. Leave that one out. Kind of roll this guy out the same way.
Look like tongues.
I was gonna say it looks like a tongue. That's so crazy. All right. Your boy is sweaty. Is it hot out or something? Like 60? I feel like it's hotter than I should be. Oh shit. Oh no. 63. It's freaking hot out, guys. Alright, my Roomba just started going off randomly. Okay, I think these look good. Let's see if we can set this guy up somehow. The issue is if I go this way, can you guys see this? Alright, so here's the pasta roller. If I go this way, it's gonna be cranking very oddly. It's already like a horrible, not horrible, but just like uncommonly difficult. And of course, let's go this way. Alright, we'll see how this works, guys. This clamp honestly doesn't ever do shit either. Alright, hopefully this fucking stays. Make some room. Move this guy. Got our little crank. Come on. There we go. And it's barely. How does this. Alright, we gotta think of something else. Here. And don't mind this. I don't know if it can. Not in love. Oh boy, this is gonna be tough, guys. Let's see. Can you guys see me if I go over here? And again,
You're running the same problem. Switch it, yeah.
So I go this way. Alright, not ideal.
Put it on that corner. And then,
This might work.
yeah.
This might not work.
On that corner, put this over the sink so you can like roll it out.
I like that. I'm trying to think. Maybe if I need like a platform for it to sit on. Do I have like some books or something? Alright. Let's see if this book helps. This is Red Rising. One of the best books I've read in a long time. Honestly, Matt, if you're still in the chat, Matt introduced me to this book in this series. Uncommonly good. I've honestly gifted this book out a couple times because it's so fucking good. Highly recommend it. Also, Pierce Brown, the author, really good looking dude. I don't know if that like helps sway your like decision to buy a book or not, but extremely good looking dude. Okay, I think this might solve. Maybe we'll see. Let's go, right? Such a good book. All right, I don't know if this. I don't think this is gonna work.
Book's too thick.
Book's too thick. What we can do. I'm gonna try it without the clamp. Let's try it without the clamp. See how it goes. Unfortunately, you can't see all that well. Are you really getting a tattoo of it on Friday? What, if you don't mind me asking, what's the kind of piece look like? But honestly, such a great series. Okay, let's try our first guy out. We got it at the widest opening. Oh boy.
Do you want me to hold something down?
Yeah. All right. We got to call an audible. Devin's coming in to help here. Okay. Your job, hold that.
Yep.
And then also hold that. And I'm going to just try and feed it. I don't think the book is helping all that much.
Okay.
Can we do without the book?
Yep.
Okay, you hold. We gotta go over more. I'm sorry. Unhold. Okay, try to hold it like, yeah. You got it.
Like a clamp.
Yeah. All right, and this is just gonna already breaking a little bit. Let's get a little bit more flour on here. I'm gonna trim off the edges once again, just because I know my fucking pasta roller. It's not a piece of shit. It's just an annoying thing to deal with. Like, obviously, it should not require two people to roll pasta out like this. Okay. We're just putting it through again, the same layer there, and then we're going to go to the next. All right, once again, pinch and turn.
Looks pretty good.
This is looking great. Oops. All right. Can you see what number it is?
3.
3?
Yep.
I think we started at 1, right? Or you started at 9?
We started at 5. We went higher to lower.
Okay. So we started at 6. I thought we started at 9. Okay. We're gonna do one more. See where that gets us. How do you feel about holding it again?
I'm up
Using
for the
all your
task.
strength?
Nah.
All right, this looks absolutely gorgeous. I don't know if you guys can see this all that well. Look at the color on that. Like bright red, beautiful, vibrant. Absolutely love it. We're going to cut it just in kind of pieces here. All right, we're going to do one more. We're going to save the other one for later. You have one more in you?
Yep.
Are you sure?
Yep.
I'm going to open that guy. Oh. All right. Open her back up. And a little rinse and repeat here. All right.
We're gonna need to check on the sweet potatoes.
Oh shit! Yeah, where are we at?
We're at 3 minutes left.
3 minutes on the sweet potatoes. Already forgot about those. Oh, I won't lie, guys. My pasta dough has been on point these last couple times. I feel like an Italian grandmother.
Just how no would have done it.
Just how no would have done it. Exactly. Actually, she'd probably yell at me for adding beets, right?
Yeah.
It's not the purest.
We didn't have beets in the old country.
They might have. They might not making pasta out of it, you know?
Beet and burrata salad. That's probably what they were doing.
That sounds so good. Alright. Come on. Alright, second to last thickness or run through. Hold it steady, Devin.
Thumbs hurt.
Thumbs are hurting. Uh-oh. Watch your fingers. Okay. Alright, one more. Alright. We're done with the pasta machine.
Done with me.
Done with you. Alright, we're taking these guys out?
It looks pretty good, you tell me.
Yeah.
Those big ones
Good call.
maybe take a little longer, but looking good.
Alright. Let's take these guys out. Looking nice and toasty and seasoned. Well, let those chill. Alright. Little transition. Alright, look at all this beautiful pasta dough that we have. So, this guy is so long. Let's get him cut up. There's no way we use all of this. This is so much.
Do you think maybe you need more pasta water?
Literally boiled all the pasta water down to nothing. Okay. Definitely gonna need more pasta water. Let's do one of these. Let's put some parchment down. Alright, and we are just gonna start shaping these out. Does that feel too big? This? Okay.
Or try one, or like a couple, and see.
Honestly, we're gonna fold them over.
Yeah. And then
I think it's gonna be perfect.
Okay.
Devin's worried. Just fill this guy back up. All right. I honestly just can't get over how sexy this beet like pasta dough looks.
It's so pretty.
Like honestly, the this camera here does not do it justice on the color. And then just look at how beautiful these like perfect circles look. Look at the color. That's pasta dough. This is gonna be so sexy. And it's like beet is so earthy, and then we're gonna have this like earthy mushrooms with this creamy goat cheese, which has that tang and that kind of like sourness to it. It's gonna be insane. I just hope I can shape these right and hope they like stick right. I've never made tortellini, so
We don't need an egg wash, do we?
we aren't gonna use an egg wash, but we are gonna use like a water seal. And the everything that I kept reading was like use as little water as possible, but make sure that there's like enough there, so to speak.
So just that perfect amount.
Just the perfect amount. The Goldilocks amount. All right. How many is that? The rest of this I might just ribbon and save. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14. Okay. All right, with these guys, I think I'm just going to just stop talking. I think I'm just going to dust these down really quickly, kind of roll them over themselves, and then just slice them into kind of thicker ribbons. And maybe we'll do like sausage and beet. This sounds so good, like sausage and beet. Pepperdelli, or however you pronounce that, just pasta. That sounds super good. And I do like my ribbons just a little bit thicker. All right, we just have like a nice little amount. See the same with this guy. All right, we have our pasta shaped, rolled out. Let's get to filling them. And then we can boil them, and then we work on our sauce, and then we can finish the little side dish. And call it a day here. All right, let's see how these turn out. A little, just word on the technique. We're doing like basically little empanadas, right? Like little like half moons. So you really you don't want to like put it in the center, right? So you want to put it on one side. And like a little goes a long way. Like I hate to say it, like I always want to like extra fill these and make sure that they're like full of flavor and filling, but sometimes that does more harm than good, so to speak. So we're just barely wetting the edges here. Fold this guy over, kind of tuck him in. We really don't want air bubbles, right? Air bubbles are gonna like cause it to burst and have the seal burst. We're just gonna kind of pinch these together. We have just a cute little tortellini. All right, so one down. Let's get a bunch of these going. Already worried this goes too full. So we're at a little half moons. And we're just going to fold these over, pinch the ends together, kind of push the top out, make sure they're sealed. And we got nice little tortellinis. I still can't get over this color. It's so crazy to me. Just this like pink purple tortellini pasta is just so cool. Magenta. No, that's honestly the perfect color to describe it. It's literally magenta. All right, when you hear the word magenta, what do you think?
Think of Barney. Kind of looks like Barney.
Barney? Okay, if it's not Blue's Clues and Blue's wife, Magenta,
I didn't know Blue had a wife.
it's his girlfriend.
Didn't know he had a significant other.
Oh, Blue and Magenta are getting it on for sure. But no, that brings me back to Blue's Clues. All right, we're out here. We're rolling pasta. We're making the Italian dumpling. Big dumpling fans in this household. All right. All right, we made 5. Nice.
Want me help with anything? I can break the goat cheese out.
I think I'm okay. I'm okay with my little process here. It's taken a little while, but
Labor love.
labor love. How you doing over there on yours?
Good.
You good? All right. While I'm wrapping these up, let's get the rest of our oil and the rest of these things kind of going. What am I doing in this guy? This is the sage. Yeah. Garlic. I think we're okay with a little olive oil too, to be honest. Actually, that's what the plan was in the beginning. Let's get this guy back up and running. This guy back up. All right. While we roll the rest of these guys out. All right, so far we have 8 tortellinis. Making progress. I think we're going to try and do about like 10 more, to be honest. So bear with me. Promise that's an ambulance and not a police car. I live near like 4 hospitals. Not that there isn't crime in my city, my god. Alright, do you think I'm skimping on the goat cheese?
I don't think so.
Yeah.
Because you still need to be able to close it.
Right. Are you just an anti-goat cheese person?
I think it's just the perfect amount.
Alright, 3, 6, 9, 10, 8 more. See if we even have enough mushroom for 8 more. Probably not. However many more we can get. Maybe we just do goat cheese ones.
Herby goat cheese?
Herby goat cheese.
Parmesan herby.
We could do that. I hate to say it, this one I forgot to do the water.
Your big pan's starting to smoke.
Good call. Alright, that one we are doing just the garlic. We're gonna take it off the heat because it's gonna just fucking burn. And I do want this like really sagey. Let's stick the rest of this. Salt. Pepper. And this one we do want to hit with some like heavier seasonings. We'll do the za'atar again. Paprika. Do some just like leafy stuff. What else we got? Celery salt, my favorite. A little cayenne. Just a little turmeric. This guy turn around. This is terrifying, Devin, right now. Okay. All right, get the rest of this kind of up and running again. I guess we really don't want to get too much going. Okay, put this to the side. Let's get a few more of these rolled. All right, 2 more of these. I think we might have done this kind of perfectly. The mushroom amount. All right, last one of these guys, and we're calling it a day. We can drop these and see how they kind of cook up here. All right, awesome. All right. Yep, that was the right one. Turn this guy off. You guys see this? My white is so blown out. There you go. You can kind of see the yogurt now. All right, and then we're taking this like hot seasoned garlic oil. We're just gonna kind of dump it right all on top. Just gonna kind of spread this guy out. All right, so we have all of that. Get this cleaned up a bit. This oil is starting to get the garlic going perfectly. Let's get all of this. All right, cleaning this guy up just a touch. And then we're going to finish this kind of sweet potato dish. Let's actually drop our tortellinis. You guys can see all of these. They look gorgeous. All right, these only go in for probably like 2 to 3 minutes, so 49 after. It's perfect. Let's keep that hot. Let's get the rest of this going. So, like I said, with the sweet potato, I want to do this like, so we already have like the heavy seasoning, and then I want this like mint, not like salad, but just like chopped mint leaves on top. I think it's gonna be really good. So let's get that kind of prepped. I just love the mint, and then like the yogurt. Oops. I think it's gonna be great on this. Alright, let's take a look here. Just to finish this guy off, we're going to do a little green topper. These have been in for roughly 1 minute. They're already floating though. We're taking some pasta water, we're going to deglaze.
I mean, the pasta water's good.
Oh, you're right. A little bit, right?
Yeah.
I want more. Let's do that, and then butter. This is just your most basic pasta sauce. Literally, oil, garlic. We had a lot of sage in here, butter, and pasta sauce. Or, excuse me, pasta water. Let's drain these guys. Turned into bigger boys than I expected. All right. All right, here's our pink or purple tortellinis. This looks so good. Filled with mushroom and goat cheese. We have the beet built into the pasta dough, so we have just this like earthy on earthy flavor profile, which is exactly what we're going for. Let's get these guys kind of. All right, let's add these to our little butter sauce. Oh, man overboard. This is the first one we try. And really, we just want to coat these just kind of finish them, not really even. Just make sure everything's up to heat, coated well. Let's give this just a little taste. Super buttery, like it has the kind of oil hit that you're looking for. Garlic is just slapping you a little bit, and then like a subtle sage in the back. I think is exactly what we're going for here. All right, let's get these kind of served up. Let's actually try this guy. Ooh, hot. Wow. I mean, super good. Um, just enough goat cheese. I won't lie, like anymore would have been too much. Earthy all around, like a touch of sweetness from the beets, but really it's just this like gorgeous, fatty, earthy kind of flavor profile going on here. So let's serve these up. In our little dish here. All right. For the better camera, we get a quick focus. All right, we have our beet tortellini. We did the mushroom stuffed goat cheese with the garlic kind of pasta sauce butter sauce. Absolutely insane already. For the side, we have our sweet potato with heavy Indian seasoning. We did our hot oil with the aromatics under, with the yogurt base, and then the mint in there as well. I'm uncommonly excited. We're gonna make another drink and actually have something to eat on Sunday. Um, per usual, thank you all for coming to hang and joining me. Matt, I'm stoked to see the text of the tattoo. Everyone else, Allie, thanks for the follow. Appreciate all of you. Until next Sunday, we'll figure out another thing to cook here. But can't thank you all enough. Enjoy the rest of the weekend.